Hello teammates, it's Mr. Ninny coming at you with our video introduction to the week and some additional features. So if you've got friends who don't watch this regularly, clue them in. I'll try to remember to send an email tomorrow morning. But let's look at this week. We continue exam prep this week. Going overall pretty good. I've been a little slow getting the AP classroom ones back, and I apologize. I'm almost all caught up. It takes me about an hour class, maybe a little less, a little more, depends on the nature, and that's not even doing the key and such. So, and I've got 3 AP Physics 1, 1 AP Physics 2. So that's about 4 hours a day. I didn't really think that through. I think it works. I think it's working, but I didn't think through the time on that. So, but it's good. The things I do for my students. So we'll continue that. I'm pretty much caught up. I'll try to stay on schedule. It should be easier this week. I had assessments last week. So I'll show you the week ahead. Reassessment number 1 for waves. Teammates, I forgot to check this when we did the electricity reassessment. I totally forgot to check if you've been compliant with your prep. So if you have done, so let's say if you got questions, I'm looking at the AP classroom completion for waves. So let's say if you missed one, you're okay. If you missed more than one and you'd like to reassess, send me a note and we'll look at, because we got to be fair. So I forgot to do that. That's my fault, but we'll do that. We'll do that. Also, teammates, expect free response type questions on the reassessment. The people that took the electricity one saw that there was some suspicious activity on the waves Grande Fiesta, I must say. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do about that. But there was some suspiciousness. And so I'm going to switch. The reassessments will be all free response type questions. Just so you know, so you're not surprised. Seniors last day. Oh yeah, send me your reassessment request by 8 p.m. on Wednesday. I'll try to remember to send a note out. Seniors last day is the 8th. There seems to be some question about this. This is the last day. That doesn't mean there's no school that day. That means the last day you're in school. Oh, I forgot to start with my jokes. Why did the sun go to school? To get brighter. What's a light year? It's just like a regular year, but less calories. Anyway, this is your last day, right? It's like your last day on a job. That's the last day you work. Let's go. Ceremony physics. Our last ceremony physics. Good session. I'll talk more about that. AP testing week coming up. AP exam date. We're going to fine tune. Seniors, I invite you to participate. I'm not going to record you on Power School because technically somebody decided you're done with school before the AP exam. Not my decision. So yeah, I'll still post the assignments. We're gonna sharpen the saw. AP testing week 2. I'm gonna do an introduction to cosmology. I changed that. Usually I start with AP Physics 2 with modern physics, but I think we're more set now to talk about cosmology. Cosmology is how the universe is put together and how the universe works. So astronomy is specifically studying bodies. Cosmology is like the bigger part. Yeah. Poco Fiesta. End of 4th quarter reassessment. So seniors, even though you're technically done with school, end of 4th quarter reassessment there. 10 to 11, I think, as well. And we'll talk about that more. Last day of school for the rest of us hombres, the 29th of May. We've had a good run, you and I. We've had a good run. It's not over yet. It's not over at all. Because A couple things, right? I had a dialogue with some of our teammates. Excellence is excellent all the time. You know, you expect this from me. I don't play senioritis stuff. We go to the last bell on the last day. And for those that need a little more motivation, print this out and put it on your wall. I think this is a good way to lead your life. I think that's a good way to lead one's life. Print it out. Put it on your wall. It's going to motivate you. Let's go. Highly recommended as we come into the home stretch. Mr. Thomas Palmer has been doing a lot of work. These have been around for a while. Review of all topics. This was on my email on Friday. I got the link right there. You don't have to, the ones wave sound, electricity, electrostatics. You don't got to fret on those clearly. Watch them as many times as you like. Sharpen the saw. Also what he's been doing, and he's been putting out a lot of stuff. So the 2015 ones were already done. But he's been adding these pretty regular now. So they are worth watching. Some of these we've done in the after school sessions or the Saturday morning physics, but they are definitely worth watching. The more experience you get, the stronger you'll be. And I'll say that. What I still owe you. I owe you CB's College Board's requirements to get ready for the exam. I'll get those. So I'm going to send these out one day, one each day. So this is, and I'm going to use the document Ms. Schweiss put together. She did. It's like College Board gave us like a 52-page document. So Ms. Schweiss digested it, and I'm just going to use it, right? I'm going to give her full credit, so I'm not plagiarizing. No reason for me to rewrite that, baby. Equations to add to your equation sheet. Usually I give you a list of equations to memorize because you get your equation sheet at the exam. This time you're going to have your equation sheet and may as well take advantage of it, right? Have the equations you know, they're in front of you, you're ready. Final study guide, quick references. I've got a couple sources I gotta think through. You can overwhelm yourself, just like I give your teammates. Like teammates will ask me, what other things should I study? Stay with the program. If you're like going to different websites, and there are no magic chords. There are no, if you just get this, you're gonna be fine. There's no such thing. But there's some study guides that I think are helpful. I got it down to two. One I usually use every year. One I just found this year is actually pretty good. It kind of digests all the topics. So, but you can easily overwhelm yourself, and I won't give you too much soliloquy. So one of my physics tests when I went back to school, the instructor said, open book. We said, oh my gosh, this guy hasn't thought this through. We're going to kick his butt. We did not. Even though we came in with our books all highlighted and tabbed and we're ready to go, there is so much stuff on that exam, we hardly had time to breathe. So I imagine your exam's going to be the same way. I don't know that. You let me know. Your strategy during the exam, what I recommend, how you attack the exam. I don't know what's going to be on the exam. We know the topics. But help you think through your strategy. You want to have a strategy, right? On D-Day, the 6th of June, when the ramp on that landing craft went down, they had a strategy. They didn't wait till the landing craft went down and the Germans were shooting at them. They went, what should we do now? They had a strategy. And then my observations where we need to be stronger. We got some gaps still. And I don't know how to address this. We're not all together in the classroom. But for example, some of us are still not identifying what the principle is before they attack the problem. I don't know how I can address that to our whole class. But that's your first step. If you don't know what kind of problem it is, you can throw all the random equations on there you want. You're not going to get them right. It's good. So looking at my AP classroom has given me some good feedback. It's good. So that's what I still owe you. And I'll get these out one each day. Let's look at the week ahead. We're gonna go uniform circular motion, dynamics, conservation, energy, momentum, oscillating motion, rotational kinematics, dynamics, and same thing. I'm gonna post the FRQ, and I'll post the solution for the previous problem. I recommend that you. I don't get any money from this YouTube, but I'm trying to give you tips on how to solve the problems in that. And I think looking at the College Board solutions are good, but because I'm not in the classroom with you, I'm trying to give you tips on how to read the problem, what they're looking for. It's good. We're going to also tackle ed puzzles, and I think that'll bring us up to speed. He does a good job. He does a really good job. The prudent student will get through that. Optional waves reassessment, as I said, and we're looking good. That's some good stuff. We're gonna do optional practice sessions 3 to 4. I'm gonna work to record. I recorded Saturday's session, and students were able to see those that weren't there. They were able to open the link. I was concerned because I've never done that because they're massive files, and so I can't email them. I can't, but I put them on Google Drive, and that seemed to work. It's good. So please join us, and I think they've been very beneficial. We have gotten through a lot of FRQs. My goodness, this technique is working. As long as you're engaged, as long as you're fully participating, you're gonna do well. We're getting a lot done. Actually, although I can't have the dialogue with you, and we're missing that part in terms of actual problem solving. We've never gotten through these many FRQs before the exam. So this is good stuff, teammates. I wish you a great week. Send me notes as you got them, and we'll talk to you soon. Out here.